Hello everybody, Wild Bill for America here with my little window to the world. Let's see what's happening. Well, it appears that Mr. Trump treated a Syrian military base to a shower of tomahawks. Ooh, isn't that cultural appropriation? You know, where crybaby liberals have made it a crime for any white people to use things that generally belong to one of the super pampered minorities? You know, the use of such terminology is actually an honor. Sports teams call themselves the Redskins or the Braves as a way of honoring those people. And the Tomahawk is an excellent tool for woodsmen. I used to carry one myself. Tomahawk cruise missile. I like it. Probably never see a Democrat cruise missile. All that would do is give people venereal diseases and make them vote stupid. And they don't ever have to worry about anybody culturally appropriating a rainbow flag. There's nothing to honor there. Well, anyway, back to the missiles of Mr. Trump. I see a lot of hand-wringing on both sides. Some fear that we are starting a war with the Russians. How many times have we heard that? I don't see that happening. Putin has been defending Assad, the Assyrian president, but he also knows that ISIS desperately needs to be stomped out of existence, and that will probably happen through a joint effort between the USA and Russia. And I don't think Mr. Putin wants to screw that up. Now, what Mr. Trump did, whether you agree that it was right or not, he just sent a message to the whole world that the American president is no longer a pansy who just likes to hear himself talk. The United States of America is back. And you know what? With Marine Corps General Mattis as one of Trump's advisors, you can bet he's getting good advice. That strike was a decision that was well thought out and no doubt appropriate to the situation. And the Arab social media is cheering Mr. Trump, saying, quote, "You just did what Obama couldn't do for 8 years. Oh yeah, and the new president is just getting warmed up. Now the big question is whether Putin will choose to side with us or with Iran. Now that could be a serious issue. And we have a new Supreme Court justice. This is the second greatest victory in recent politics. The greatest victory of all, of course, was Donald Trump defeating the most corrupt politician in America. And now with the confirmation of Neil Gorsuch to the Supreme Court, the greatest threat to American freedom has been pushed back to tolerable levels. So Nancy Pelosi, put that in your bong and smoke it. Seriously, folks, the greatest threat to American freedom was Hillary Clinton getting to fill that Supreme Court slot. She would have appointed the most extremist, anti-American, godless liberal she could find, and it would have been all-out war for the Bill of Rights. There is no doubt in my mind that the defeat of Hillary Clinton was a direct move of God in response to the passionate prayers of faithful people in the USA and from around the world. Yeah, the Russians were praying for Trump. Immigration raids have turned Woodburn, Oregon into a ghost town. Now that we have a president who believes that laws are to be obeyed instead of just used as political footballs, illegals are self-deporting by the thousands. Woodburn, Oregon is right in the heart of Oregon's agricultural area. Might be a nice place to look for property. You know, there was a time when I picked beans and I picked cherries, pulling a big bag around in the field, filling it up, and then hauling it over to be weighed and paid. Those were actually pretty good jobs for a young man who needed some cash in his pocket. Check it out, Americans. Sounds like there's jobs waiting for you out in Oregon. And the Jerusalem Post captured a Palestinian TV ad for Palestinian men who, quote, use violence and beatings to solve their marital problems. It asked them to please do so according to the Quran. Wife beating, coming soon to a neighborhood near you, thanks to the Obama Muslim invasion. I bet the American feminists will be raising holy hell about this. Nope, not a peep. What a bunch of girly girls. Okay, that ought to get me in enough trouble to keep me happy for a while. This is Wild Bill for America. Thank you for watching, and America bless God again.